my channel. Hey Alicia, we are doing a swatch party. I will show what we're swatching, and we're also going to do a look first though. And three of my lipsticks came in that I ordered from Notoriously Morbid, so y'all know I want to swatch those because those are my colors. My eyes are still tearing. I'm jumping in, but then the conference call. Oh, okay, but thank you for being here, Alicia. I appreciate that. So, yes, I still have this cough, y'all. I do have one foundation, concealer. I have one Inner Realms from MAC, their Color Excess Nudge Nudge Ink. And I have NYX Retractable Eyeliner in silver on my lower lash line. I have on a Fenty Soft Matte Primer and the Fenty Soft Matte Foundation. Three Natasha Denona concealers, brows of course. Hey Grace. And oh, if my cheeks are looking pinkish, I did put heroin from Cosmic Beauty, excuse me, on underneath my foundation. And so I do like how it still has like a natural pink type hue to it, even though it goes on really dark purple. So my brows are done. I keep doing this because I just got out of bed at 7 and my eyes are still tearing. Hey Janessa, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that, Janessa. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you what we're swatching. And I'm excited, even though we're going to do a look first. I'm excited because these are the palettes. Hey, Janet. These are some of the palettes that I did a members only post per color story, like color story 1 through 6. And I asked the members to give me suggestions on names for the color story. And so they gave me suggestions on names for the color story. Then in a live stream, we presented those names to everyone in the live stream. And that's how we decided on what the name of the palette was going to be. But it had to be one of the names that one of the members had suggested. And so these are y'all palettes, y'all. And I'm excited. And so what we're going to swatch after we do a look today, this one, don't make me laugh. This one is called Rainbow Shore Burt because Janessa had a joke. She was like, Ernie, what kind of ice cream hates on you or something? And Ernie said, sure, Burt. So instead of Rainbow Sherbert, this palette is named Rainbow Shore Burt. And as you see, it makes me smile because that was just hilarious to me. This one is Rainbow. I didn't show you the color story. You know, I'm tripping. I'm so excited. I'm ahead of myself. So this is Rainbow Shore Burt. And the suggested names that the members gave me like really fit the palettes like really well. So this is Rainbow Shorebird. Look at that. Oh my gosh, y'all. And for all the palettes, it was 6 in total. We're going to be swatching them between now and the end of February. This is Rainbow Orchid. And this is what that looks like. Look at them colors, y'all. Oh my gosh. This... I just love me Lethal Shadows. And I'm wondering if I'll be saturated at some point because I have so many of them. This is Motley. And because it's just a collection of colors. But this is my vibe. Dark, moody, got a couple light shades in here. This is really pretty. All of these are really pretty. So I probably need to stop saying that. When we prime the eye before we do the look, that's when I'll do the intro. This one, my 32nd day when Sandy came up with this title. Spare Squares. Hey, Sarah. Because these were just random shadows I had left. And I do have an empty 12 pan, I think, or empty 9 pan. And so I'm sure at some point, once I get more shadows, if I do get more, which most likely I will, these will be moved into a larger palette. And so Sandy was like, well, how about just spare squares? Because these are just spare colors. And it surprised me, which it probably shouldn't by now because Lethal Shadows work well with each other, that it made a cohesive color story. And these are just like random shadows, excuse me. This is a water activated liner. I still have not tried that yet. So this is Spare Squares. And so these are what we're going to be swatching today. And once we get started, we're going to move quick. For each of them, the paper that I was covering up has the names of the shadows and where they are, because y'all know I'm a label whore. If y'all didn't know, now y'all know, and y'all see it, all the labels here. Oh, got my Spare Squares. So, but for right now, we are, I love when y'all get along. First of all, let me put chapstick on. My lips are dry. And I'm like, why are my lips dry? So I was hoping my eyes would stop tearing for me to do this look. Because when I first wake up, my eyes do tear for a while. And it's tearing like upward. So we're going to prime the eye. Oh, let me show you what palette we're using. This is... Why do I got two papers here? I need that paper. This one is my Martine Cosmetics Mission Triple X Inspired palette. And so we are doing look number 6 that we... The Mission Triple X look number 6 is what we're going to do today with this one, but it is inspired by it. It's not an exact color story. Every time I need a purple, I use this one because it's purple, but it's a dual chrome. So the looks are not the same, and this is also a dual chrome. Up here, it turns that burgundy shade, this one right here. And so I do really like all the looks I did, though. Some are close, and some are like, yeah, that's inspired by, but none are as close as when we did the 669 Lethal Dupe palette. That one, those were like, they were right on. I was like, ooh. So I got my brushes out. We're only going to be using, I think, 5 shadows. And so I feel like I'm rushing. Where's my eye primer? Y'all, it's right here. And you saw me looking for it, like, where is it? And it's in my hand. So that's part of the crazy. So let's get to the intro. Hello and welcome if you're new here, and or if this is your first time, watching one of my lives, or if you're part of the replay crew, which is always appreciated. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation. Why? Because I hold stuff in my hand while I'm looking for it. The crazy is just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, not being ashamed, not being embarrassed. Just be who you are and just own it. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Sometimes watching beauty-related content, you'll hear you have to use this brand, this tool, this technique. And I'm here to say that you don't. If you want to try all the things just to try them, go ahead and try them. But settle upon what you like best for you as far as brand and tools and techniques. You set the standard for yourself. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Listen, y'all, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's, heard that in my throat. That's what we stand for here, and I do hope that resonates with you. If that's your first time hearing it, if you've heard it before, I hope that it is a daily affirmation for you. And 2 things to know about me. You already heard it. There's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gargles, and belches, and I did just guzzle some Boathouse Farms, and it was the last of what I have, which means I need to get some more. And for those who don't know, I do curse sometimes, because I do curse sometimes. So that is the intro. We are done right on time. Finishing the this is the brush that had foundation and primer. Priming the eye. So I'm gonna try and be quick with this look. And lethal shadows are really easy. I'm like, what is this little light dot right here? Take a tiny bit of foundation. Y'all be seeing things. I see dead people. Okay. Oh, excuse me. See if I'm missing anything. I appreciate y'all being here, and let me know if y'all are excited for not only this look, but for these swatches, because these are the palettes my members helped me name. So I am really like super excited about that. So this look, we're going to start with, I'm excited to swatch those lippies too from Notoriously Morbid. I'm excited. The turnaround time is a lot shorter now, and I do have a code below if you're interested in them. So we're going to take Cryptic, which is this shade. This is going to go all over. Oh, it's crumbling. Why are you crumbling? We're going to put this all over the lid, which means I could have used an Hourglass number 3 brush. Is this going all over the lid? I believe so. Yeah. So do I want to switch brushes midway through? I don't know, but it is going on super easy. Tell me how you guys have been. I don't know why, but I don't think I'm in a Baltimore group on Reddit, which I don't go on Reddit often. And I received a notification that they want to ban mask wearing in Baltimore. And I don't know if it's just for protests or what, unless it's for religious or health reasons. But then it's like, how would they know that? You know what I mean? it will be up to whatever officer it is to make that determination, which leaves a whole lot open as far as discrimination and or harassment. But this is pretty. Um, and the flu cases are high right now. COVID cases keep creeping up. And I forget what it is, but RSV, if any of you that's here right now know what that is, let me know in the chat. RSV, the numbers are up high right now too. And so with all these things, COVID, RSV, the flu, they want to ban masking in Baltimore. And I'm just like, and also because you know who disassociated the United States from the World Health Organization, information doesn't come as easily as it used to before. But if you're on different apps, like how I said, I received that notification from Reddit. And so I did open it and read it. From on Reddit, I opened it and read it. Um, and news doesn't seem to really be covering health stuff either. And so what needs to happen for us is that if we want to know stuff, we're going to have to like manually look it up. First world problems, right? We have to look up information versus getting it from the news. But I'm just like, yo, I know what it is, but I'm not even attempting to try to spell it. I know it's some kind of virus because I know the V is for virus. Hey, Dajo. And so I'm just like, what the hell? And I have an appointment Wednesday at the VA hospital, and I will be wearing my mask. On a Monday, I think it was the 3rd of February, I had an appointment at the VA hospital. And then that evening, I met two of my cousins out for dinner. One of them was the one whose mom just died, and I have not heard anything about any type of service or anything. So, and it's been a while because she was going to go on the 4th to, go over some things at the funeral home. But so I met her and another cousin who came up to see her on the 3rd after my VA appointment. I didn't go anywhere on the 4th, and the 5th is when I started feeling sick. So I'm like, either I picked that up, well, this sucks, I still have this thing in my throat from the VA hospital or from the restaurant we went to. So yes, I will be masking because I know my immune system is not at its best right now because I still have this cold. Well, it's more so chest congestion, which does happen because I have asthma. So usually when I do catch a cold, it usually does affect my breathing for quite a while. And I'm contemplating asking my doctor for a steroidal treatment. Excuse me. And I do okay as long as I don't talk a lot. So now we're going to take, night long. This is night long. This is blue. I see purple when I look this way. This is like a royal blue because it is like a deep purple, but it's not. Y'all know I'm not good at describing colors, but yes, I'm just kind of. I mean, it's like, are they trying to just reduce the population by making it easier for people to just get sick and not be here? Like I really don't understand. And I do know it's just a play for more political power. I do know that. But it's at the risk of people's lives and people's health, not to mention our sensitive information. But it's just crazy these days. And people are like, if you can get out of the United States while you can. But I'm just like, I saw this clip, and I don't watch a lot of political stuff because for my own mental health reasons. And they were showing, there was no music, there was no commentary. It was a short of them showing men and women being deported. And what broke my heart is they were in shackles. So it's like their wrists were shackled and they had a chain around their waist that connects the hands, hey Sandy, to the waist chain, which connects to the ankle chains. And I'm just like, it was heartbreaking. I mean, seeing that. I remember years ago, one of my jobs, I worked in a juvenile detention center, and one of my boys on my caseload, he had to go to court, and they put him in shackles, and it broke my heart. I was like, oh my gosh. And he just kept looking at me like, why are you looking at me like that? And so I tried to just play it off, because that was my first time seeing him in shackles. And I'm just like, wow. And it does like restrict your movement and everything like that. But I'm just like, And of course, some of the comments was like, they need to not be here. They're all criminals. You don't know that. And most of them, there aren't. Some of them, a lot of them are just family people. So anyway, let's get off of that. I am liking this look. Like, you see how these shades go together? Oh my gosh. Sandy, I talked about spare parts because that's one of the palettes that we're going to swatch later today, but I just had to do this other look. This is another Mission Inspired look. This is my Mission Inspired palette. And I do like every look I've done with it. I do have some fallout. This is kind of strange here. This is a brush we use for foundation and primer. I can say I do miss the soft lit foundation because it does, I miss it and I don't miss it because it does feel more moisturizing on my skin even when I was using the soft matte primer with it. And I do still like though how the soft matte dries down, but I am noticing a difference. I did use my $100 gift card and I got soft lit foundation. This hydrating primer, which I never tried before, those were half off. No, they were $25.20. I don't know what they are full price. So I got 2 of those. And what else did I get? I got a House Labs duo, a lip duo. One is a full size in the set, and one is a mini of their most popular color, they say. Because I wanted to get stuff that I knew I was going to use, and y'all know I like the Fenty foundation and primers. The House Labs thing, I'm curious about that because it was $14.50. Now we're going to take Helio, this shade here. And I'm curious about that because of being introduced to lip oils. And the House Labs one says a lip glaze. But liking the lip oil from City Beauty and needing, because you got to use that gift card in one purchase. And so I'm like, well, what can I get? My overage was $4.90, and so that's what I ended up paying for the order. It was $104.90 because I didn't want to go too far over. That blended out that blue nicely. And I don't use a shade to blend out another shade, but when it happens, I'm just like, oh, like I get why people do that. And so I'm not going to bother to do a haul video or anything because you see me use Fenty primer and foundation. I will, though, talk about whether or not I like the hydrating, primer. And what I'll probably do is just use the hydrating primer with the soft matte foundation and use the soft matte primer with the soft lip foundation because that gives me like a nice balance. I like using a lip oil and then topping with lip mask before bedtime. Yeah, the one from City Beauty, for me, I've never used a lip mask before, but I think that's what it would feel like because it's thick, but it's not goopy thick. And even when I get up in the morning, like my lips are still moisturized. And even though I wake up every few hours and I may drink some water, take my meds, like my lips are still like feeling really good. I made a mistake, y'all, but I'm not going to call it a mistake because we were able to replenish I stopped. I can't even talk about it. I can't talk about it right now because it didn't launch yet, and they told us don't talk about it till it launches. But anyway, when I am able to, which means when there's a sale, I will be purchasing another one of the night oil on sale because it's like $35 or something. This stuff is expensive. That's why I always post when they have sales because I do really like it. And this is telling you how much I like it because I'm like, I'm going to buy it when, when there's a sale. The period was 6 months, and I have like a little bit left. In April will be 6 months, and so I will have used it in 6 months, which is good to know. And I know only to have that one thing open. Now we're going to take, we don't need that brush. We're going to take Rise from the Ashes, this shade here, and this is going to go on our lower lash line. And so I know it'll be important for me if I have open that lip oil, use that every night because I've been using morning because I use it before I go to sleep. I've been using it every morning since I received it, and I'm sure I will use it up by the 6 month mark. And so that tells me I like that I put the silver under here because you can still see it. Because some people do use stuff after the date, and sometimes I do too. But I really feel like I would just use just that one product every night, knowing that it will get used up in the 6 months that it says it should be good for. But let me know who else in here uses like lip oils, because I never was like, because I'm a chapstick hoe. But I had the opportunity to try it, and I'm really glad that I did. They had a sale on, I do want to make that darker underneath my eye though. So that is it for these colors. And I had, oh, down to do a green and black ombre lip, but we ain't going to do that. Do I want to put, I think we're going to put lethal on our upper lash line. Or not, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me put this palette somewhere. What was I getting right there? Oh, something else darker underneath. We're just going to take Nudge Nudge ink that is on our inner rims. Excuse me, so rude. And we're just going to put that on top of the silver and on top of that shadow. I do like that it looks light, that you can see the light from it, but it looks too light because it looks like there's a strip of light and then you see the gray. I like when you can see the color through the shadow, but I don't want to just see that silver, which is very bold. I mean, I keep thinking it shows up almost like a white because it's so bright. So who else in here has tried lip oils? Have any of you tried the House Labs one? And so I will be seeing what that's about. And I think they might only be calling it lip glaze just to have it sound like it's something different. So lip oil is a lip oil. This I do like a lot better. So I am starting to sweat. So this is the eye look. We're going to do upper lash line really quick. Do I want to finish the face? You know what? I don't think I'm going to finish the face, but I am going to powder down. The foundation is dry. I am sweating a little bit, but I can feel that cream blush under here on my cheeks. Excuse me. Yo, the VA hospital, they're trying to get on my nerves. And I don't know if they're going through, this is a lethal eyeliner, and this one is called Phase. It came in a mystery bag a while ago. A while ago. Actually, I opened it December 26, 2023. Damn. So, I have tried the Dior one, says Nigel, and the Guerlain one. They've been very, very moisturizing. Have a nice cool smell. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. I didn't want to buy one full price because I know I like the City Beauty. But I'm like, I need to do something because I didn't want to waste my gift card. Oh, and also, they had a code to put in where you get 500 extra points. So I did that too. So I got 500 extra points. And I'm just like, wow. Because usually Sephora don't do stuff like that. They might do a point multiplier, but it's never, I don't remember ever seeing a code for 500 additional points. So I was just like, oh, thank you. And we know that you can use 500 points. You can redeem 500 points for, what is it, $5 off? $10 off? I think it's $10. And now they're promoting it was 500 points for $10, I think. Now they're promoting using 1,000 points for whatever dollar amount. You still get more if you save, so you get up to 2,500 points because then you get a $100 gift card. So it is better, I think, just to hold on to your points. The only thing is you have to use it in one purchase or it's forfeited. I learned that the hard way by not reading the fine print, so that was my fault. But anyway, so I got 500 points. So this is what we're looking like. And I'm going to powder down, and then we're going to jump into these swatches. I'm realizing I don't really care for the color of this Fenty powder because sitting here under these lights, it looks fine. But because it is a darker color than my complexion, y'all see all this powder in there? It, like when I'm home or if I'm out somewhere, it looks too red. But here it is okay. And if I have on a collared shirt or if I have my coat zipped up and you can't see my neck, like it's fine. But the color is just off for me. It might be better for me in the summer, which initially I liked it for the winter because it does give me a little color, but I'm realizing it's giving me a little too much color. Either that or I'm just extra pasty. But do y'all use setting powders? I know some people do, and I know that some people don't. And so, but I do this so I can have a dry surface, excuse me, for my bronzer, blush, and highlighter. So that's what I use that for. All right, so are we going to set the face? Let's swatch these lippies. The members in here. Should I finish the face? Najo, Sandy, Janessa, and Grace. Should I finish the face? Meanwhile, waiting for your answers. Oh, you use the setting but the Fenty one, Sarah? What shade do you use? This one is Cashew. I did try butter back in the day, and it was too, it ain't look good. These are the lippies I got. I am so excited for these. I have a paper towel over here to put these on and take them off. Was I going to do mascara? Oh, I'm waiting to see what the members say if I should finish my face. Or let's just jump into these swatches. So, Nacho says yes. Okay. Ooh. Don't make me laugh. We're going to take Deep Level 11. I mostly use setting powders if baking, but I have been loving a shimmer setting powder moment. I have never, Janessa, baked. Like, never. Janessa, I am really hoping one day that you do, like, a complete... She says, yeah, finish the face, Janessa. This is the House Labs Deep Level 11 bronzer. I'm waiting for the day, Janessa, when you do a full face tutorial, because I want to see your process, because I know your makeup stays because of the type of makeup you do, and I need to learn some secrets. But yes, I'm really wanting to see that. Sarah uses nutmeg. If not, you use the RMS. You know what? I did used to use nutmeg. I would use it as a bronzer, like right back here. I would get the mini for the nutmeg. I don't know why I was trying to be into all these powders before. I tried the new formula from Givenchy and it was not bad. Ah, that's good to know. They need to start sending out little trial size samples of stuff because there's a lot of stuff I think to try and I'm like, I don't want to buy it though. You know, we're going to use, I am loving this eye look. I keep picking up lighter shades. Pomelo Peach. Let's just use Pomelo Peach. The first one I touched was Hibiscus Haze. So this is Pomelo Peach. The full face videos come awesome. Hope they're from March. Okay. Sandy says she'll powder the cheek area for her, but other areas too dry for powder. I hear you. And I do know that that's why some people don't powder down because they might have dry skin and the powder may dry it even more. Oh, excuse me. And I can really tell the difference using this matte primer right now. Well, no, the matte foundation right now. And so that means I really got used to that soft lid, even though initially I didn't like it because I have to set it. But yeah, we're being lazy using the same brush for everything. We're going to take Fire Opal highlighter from House Labs. Yeah, sometimes I'm lazy and I use the same brush. Yo, I still have this set of brushes to use. The ones I purchased for my kit, and I have these out to use myself. I still have not used them yet. I'm just so stuck on, when I sit here, I just use certain brushes. But everybody I've used them on, they're like, those brushes are nice. And so I wanted to just feel them for myself, but I never got to that. The last thing we're going to do, we're going to put on Mood Light. We are going to use a different brush for that. This is from Hourglass, and it is a finishing powder. And we're going to walk it. This is, y'all see all of that? This is a Scott Barnes brush. So we're going to do this first. And then we're going to sweep it. And we're going to go side to side because we're going to go up and down. Side to side, up and down. Side to side, side to side. And so this is how we do that. I love this brush. And if you're doing haylock, and if you're doing like your bronzer or contour, it just does the work for you, even though I use it for finishing powder. But I have used it before for bronzer and all of that in contour. And oh, you know what? I didn't do bronzer down here like I normally do. Oh well. Now we're going to take Eternal Light from House Labs. And we're just going to go side to side because we're just going to do one of these because this makes me toasty. And we're just going to put a little bit on the forehead and a little bit on the chin. And that's it for that. So, face is done. Thank you, members, for that. Y'all don't want to see me half trolled. I got to be full troll. I'm actually going to put on, let's get the name. We're not going to put on any spray because we're going to, yes, we are. I haven't used this in a while. I just realized I didn't put on mascara. That's okay, though. Should I put on mascara, members, or get into these swatches? While I'm waiting for an answer, we're going to swatch these lippies. This powder ain't no joke. So these are the three. These are the three. This one is in the Toxic Love collection, the one that the eyeshadows irritated my lids. This was free gift with purchase. You had to add it to your cart though. Just buying this is $18.99, and they were giving this free gift with purchase. I was like, what? And this one is called Take My Tears. It is described as purple base, bright teal fuchsia pink. And I know that because I'm a label whore. So this is the name and the description. And this is when I opened it, which I have the 17th, which is today. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, let me take some of this chapstick off. My face looks good, y'all. Thank you, Dajo. Oh man, part of me does want to put on mascara because my eyes are looking undone, and what I think it is that I have a light lid shade and then it just like blends away into nothing. So I think to me it's looking like negative space kind of. This is reminding me of this from Notoriously Morbid, even though this is like a more green brownish type of tone, but I do like this. Ooh, over a black. Oh man. Okay, this is not looking even. It is a thinner formula than say the Sephora collection, but when it dries, y'all, it's hard to get off. Like, seriously. That is pretty. One thing about dual comb or multi-comb lippies is that it can look like it's patchy, but it's not. It's cute. That is, I like that. This is going to go over black. We already know that one of these days. So that one is Take My Tears. It came out with the Toxic Love collection. I'm going to take this off before it dries. And hopefully I don't mess up the foundation around my lips. So did anyone say mascara? Any of the members say mascara? All right, this one. Keep in mind this was free gift for purchase. So for $19, I'm like, hell yeah. Mulled Wine Magic. It is described as matte deep browned wine. Label for me here. So we're gonna put this on. I'm excited for these. I do really like the formula, even though I do have to do more than one layer. Like for the Sephora ones, I can just do one. Actually, I'm lying to you. I have to do two because I'm tracing out my lip line now. Then I'll go back and fill it in, and sometimes I have to dip back in to fill it in, or not if I'm doing an ombre lip, because I use the dark shade, the darkest of the two, to outline my lip line like I'm doing now, and then I'll take the lighter shade and fill in the middle. So that's an easy way for me to do. Notoriously, excuse me, Notoriously Morbid, Janet. I do have a code below for 15% off. I don't think Take My Tears is still available, free gift with purchase. So if you want to buy it, it's $19. So I made sure to get it when it was a free gift with purchase. And actually, I think Janessa told me that. So thank you, Janessa. Because I'm not on Makeup Instagram, so I be missing stuff. This is pretty. This is more of a goth type look because it's muted. But that's cute. You got two of them. You like them both. They are nice. They're quickly becoming one of my favorites. They are different than the Sephora ones, which are thicker. And so it did take me a little bit to get used to. It is a pretty color, Sarah. Oh, it's staining my lips already, y'all. And it does tell you it'll stain. Look at that. Let me get this off the top lip. But I find that, wow, I do like it being thin because it feels really light on my lips. And not that I feel the Sephora one. Yeah, this ain't it yet. Oh my gosh. But it being thin, it's like I feel like I only use a little bit. Whereas with a thicker lippy like the Sephora ones, sometimes when I put it on, I have to use the wand and like blend it out because it's just like a lot. But this doesn't do that. Y'all, my lips are stained. It'll do that, and I really don't care. I have never, in all of my makeup days, since 2007, had my eyelid stain from eyeshadow. Never ever. And I think it's my removal technique because I've heard people say that, oh, this is going to stain, or my eyes are still pink from yesterday with the eyelids. And I'm like, I've never had that problem at all. This one, if looks could kill. And this is described as metallic smoky silver. I wonder if they have, I'm pretty sure they have a black lipstick. You know what they do? It's called Rune, I think, R-U-N. But I'm not sure. And I don't want to buy it because I still have so much life left in this one. And I have a backup of this one. That one's from MAC. So let's see. Okay, this is a dual chromey type thing too. Even though it doesn't say that. It just says metallic smoky silver. Huh. This is cute. Really cute. I know, I'm trying to think of something to say, y'all, but it's hard to talk when I'm doing my lip. Who in here is a liquid lipstick person? Or do you prefer bullets? I prefer liquid because when I'm out, I don't want to have to be worried about transfer and reapplying. That is pretty. The reason I did that is because I'm going to put black on this side from MAC, and then we're going to put this on top of it. And you know what? This is going to really be hard to come off. Janet's a liquid lipstick person. Yeah, I swear by them. But then it depends. You got to find a formula. Not you, particular Janet. I think it's finding a formula that the person likes because there are different formulas. I tried some liquid lipsticks and they were so dry. It was horrible. When I took it off, my lips started flaking. I'm just like, oh, hell no. I prefer liquid lipstick, says Janessa. Much better lasting power for shows and shoot. Yup. Tanya's a gloss girl. I like glosses, but I don't use them much because they just get everywhere. And I'm just like, that ain't cute. On me, that ain't cute. It just gets everywhere. Oh, that's nice. This would be a nice ombre lip. Put the black on the outside of my lip. Well, along my lip line, and then put this in the center. Ooh, looks could kill. Ah. This went on easier over the MAC than over my lips. And I think because now my lips are dry from putting on and taking off the other two lipsticks. That's nice. It just deepened up the color. Or, oh, you know what? No, it just layers well. Because there's no black over here. But it's the same as on top of the black. What? Y'all, these are very interesting. And it's okay for me to have to go back in and out. I have never finished a liquid lipstick. That is pretty. That's pretty. Okay, y'all. We're going to get into these swatches. I like this lip. My eyes is something I need to do because you know what it is? I'm not used to a light look like this. That's what it is. I do think it's pretty though. All right, we're going to get into these swatches. I was going to say swatches. I be tripping. Get into these swatches. We're going to start with Shorebird, Rainbow Shorebird. And for some reason, I put the shadows in what they're described as, which I'll probably get rid of because I usually just go off of the names of the shadows, which are on here and the date that I put this together. So we're going to commence to swatching. I have a mess here. I just knocked over a bunch of stuff. Let me just leave that there. I say as I pick it up because I don't like how stuff can look cluttered. We're going to swatch these shadows, and I'm really excited about them because I do feel like these are our palettes. The members who gave names for these and the rest of you helping to choose between those names. And so I'm like, oh, these are my troll palettes. So, excuse me. Excuse me. We are, did I take my 8 o'clock meds? Oh. So we're going to take Runic, which is this shade up here. Y'all, we're going to paint the face. Y'all know I love painting my face. This is Runic. Oh. Y'all, I love, look at, I just love it. And for this, it is, I don't even know what to say, y'all. I'm just like, If I'm not mistaken, this is the palette that these are all, they were all clearance shades. And I went through, I took all of my lethal BYOPs and all of my lethal pre-mades over at my desk, opened them all, and I was on the, not Notorious Morbid, I was on the lethal website, and I went to their clearance page. And so if I saw Runic, I'm looking at all my palettes, don't have Runic, add that to the cart. Look around, this is Coven. I looked at all my palettes, I don't have Coven, put that in the cart. That's how I put this palette together. Well, how I purchased the shades. And then when I put it in a palette, I'm like, this is extremely cohesive to be just random shadows that I purchased just because I didn't have them already. And so I was really surprised. And I set it up easy looks if you like monochromatic looks or a certain color story. You can do a yellow look, you can do a green blue look, a blue look, a purple look. And even though these are marbled, you'll see when we get to them, it does show up as one shade. This one is Coven. But I was just really surprised that, I think this is when I learned that whatever lethal shades you put together is going to make a nice look. That's what I learned from this project. This one is Remedy. And these are all mattes up top. These are all metallics in the middle. And then we have the marbled at the bottom. So not only did I have a cohesive color story, but even an equal number of mattes, metallics, and marbled. So I was just like, I really did the damn thing, didn't I? This one is Remnant. This one. And look, they show up really easy. Like this would be a nice, funky, colorful look. My makeup trash. Let me put that somewhere where I can reach it easier. Just don't fall over. All right, so now down here, this one is Infinity. Y'all, their metallics are so smooth. Oh my gosh, this is Infinity. Oh, is that shifty? Or is it just all these friggin' lights? That's nice. Excuse me, this is Hyperspace. So some of these were like $5, some were like $7, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna sell their clearance. Oh, y'all look how bold that is. How bright. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine this all over the lid with that shine right there? Oh, man. Thank you, y'all, for the thumbs up. This one is Ariel. I just had a thought that I have been neglecting, not on purpose, the Circle Local palettes. I'm looking at how bright these tones are. I never had problems with lethal shades, although I was disappointed by their first multi-chrome, says Janet. And I've heard other people say that too, that they were just like, their chromes ain't it. So are they better now for you? Well, by their first ones, okay. Because I have heard, excuse me for smacking, that they did get better, but I don't, I don't know how long I don't know if I've been wearing Lethal back when they weren't good, but I do remember this one is Spirit. Oh, they got better, that's good. I do remember looking at videos that the complaint was, oh, that is rich. That's Spirit. This color story, y'all. People were complaining. People who had extensive indie collection, like Cleona and other brands like that. Excuse me if I said it wrong. I feel like I did. Um, that they were saying the Lethal. Excuse me. Um, the dual chromes, multi-chromes were not as strong. And so for me, because I don't always go for the high shine shimmer shimmer, and I don't do one shadow or two shadow looks, this one is Firefly. That it didn't bother me. That it wasn't like that bling bling boom pow. And also because I usually put 3 or 4 shades on the lid, it's best to do 1 or 2 with dual chromes and multi-chromes. And so I usually don't get the full effect because I'm just doing so much. Except like today's look, we only have 2 on the lid and 1 in transition. Hey Dawn, you forgot it was Monday? It's always Monday here. This one is Great Barrier. And that's what that one looks like. I should have did them even so you can see like each column. That's what I should have did. This one is Mariana Trench, and I am swirling through all the marble area, so I'm not trying to be neat or anything. That's that one. That is so pretty. I'll be acting like I didn't put these together. This one is Noodle. And so we're going on all the colors. There's an orange in here, there's a silver, there's purple, and we got them all on the sponge tip. And this is what that comes out to look like. So that is that. This is Rainbow Shorebird. This is the first column, the second column. This right here, I'm just like, oh my gosh. The third column and the fourth column. So easy, especially these two, easy monochromatic looks if you just wanted to do by columns. Wow. Shorebird. Thank you, Janessa, for that. And thank you to the other 2 members that gave me the names to choose from in the first place. That was a fun project. I was so excited for that project. Now we're going to do Rainbow Orchid. Rainbow Orchid. I love this lip. I don't think it goes with the eye look. Like, since when do I care, right? Some of these names you will remember because some of these, one of these we have on the lid already from in the palette we use. Thank you, Sarah. And because when I went to do the Mission XXX Inspired, I looked at shadows I had and tried to match them up. So I do have some shades that are duplicated, some triplicated, but triplicated, that ain't a word. But I like the shade so much, like I just did not care. And I wanted it and not to have to hop around different palettes. This is Inhabit. Ooh, Inhabit, you're inhabiting a lot of space here. So this is Inhabit. That's that shade. Yeah, I think I have like every shade almost possible. That's this one. And, oh, Sarah's so sweet. This one is Equinox. I know I have this in another palette. That's this one. That's a bold yellow too. Oh my gosh. I like how mustardy this one is, but I like them all. I ain't gonna lie. This one is Echo. This shade. And I keep feeling like I need to use Lethal more. Says me who did a Lethal look at the beginning of this shade. I mean this video. So that's Echo. That's a nice transition for me. It looks orange right here, and I'm sure it's the lighting because it looks more like this, more pinkish to me. And now we're gonna come over here. This is Lore, L-O-R-E. It's not really a shade for me, but it's just good to have to put or to blend out, but for transition or blend out. You know what? It looks a little murky, a little like a muddy green, swamp type. That would look nice with that one to do a swampy look. All right, let's keep it moving. Am I missing anything? I love when y'all get along. Don't make me laugh. This one is Descent. If you like horror movies, I think on Tubi, Descent and Descent 2, I think is still on there. This, are we going to do this here? What shade is this? This is Descent. So we're going to just put this here. I watched the other day, have any of you seen the movie called Don't Breathe? The main character, he's not blind in real life, but he played a blind veteran in the movie. If so, Don't Breathe 1 and Don't Breathe 2 are on Tubi. This is Exosphere, which is in our Inspired palette, our Mission Triple X Inspired palette. And so this is why I don't mind this shade. Look at that. You see the purple, you see the blue. And I like dark-based dual chromes and multi-chromes. You have it, and it's not a horror movie. It's more like a, I want to say a thriller. Because people keep picking with him. And for him to be blind, y'all, he be kicking ass. The one says, no, I just started watching the Gabby Petito documentary. Oh, what platform is that on, Dawn? This is Rise from the Ashes. We also have this in our Inspired palette. And you see why. Look at that. Even them two just next to each other. Oh my gosh. This one is Nightless. Is that in there too? No, that's Night Long, which is on our outer corner, I believe, right now. So this is Night Long. So that's that top row. Oh, it's on Netflix. I have Netflix. They raising the prices again, which everything is going up. So that's not even a. What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's not an issue, but you know it can be an issue because when everything goes up, then it's like okay, something needs to change. This one is Mycelium. I know I have this in another palette. I love this shade. Actually, I love all these shades. So we're gonna put Mycelium right here. Look at that. That's this one. Oh, look at that. And then this one is Scarab. For some reason, this sounds like I have it somewhere else. If you're into the Mummy movies, 1 and 2, I think, are on Hulu. I stand corrected. Don't Breathe and Don't Breathe 2, they're on Hulu. And Mummy 1 and 2 are on Hulu. That is pretty. I'm looking at these other blues up here, and I'm seeing this has a nice little soft shift because I'm seeing a lighter tone here. You know, it might just be how the light is sitting. I don't know, because right here I see like a green here and then like a blue here. That is pretty. I'm looking at these like I ain't seen them before. This is Fauna. I do have this in another palette. Me don't like dupes. Some of these shades I have like 2 or 3 times. That's a nice look right there. Those 3. This bottom row. This one is Nightshade. This one feels dry compared to the other ones that I swatched. That's a deep, rich blue. So that's that. I'm in the freezer. I might watch those later today, even though I've seen them before. The Mummy and the Mummy 2. That's a nice little color story. So this is Rainbow Orchid. Y'all picked some really good titles for these palettes. And that's something I'm not good at. So we just got 2 more, y'all. This one is Motley, because it's just a random collection of shadows. These have some marble shades in here. This one I like them all. Who am I kidding? Because it's darker. And whatever I do with this is going to be a dark look. So let's get started with this one. Thank y'all for being here. I am warm. I think my neighbor has his heat turned up. This is Black Forest. Was that in that other palette? No, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm looking at the names. Do I have these in other palettes? I don't think so. Black Forest, this shade right here. And they just go on so smooth. Oh my gosh, y'all. What are some of your favorite brands of eyeshadow? I'm starting to watch the Sopranos again. I think I saw maybe 2 episodes going. I don't know. This is Habitat. This is a nice grungy row here, this top row. Another movie I never saw is Deliverance. And I know that's supposed to be, you know, a really good movie. I have never saw Deliverance, y'all, either. Yeah, I know I'm weird. Hello, James Gandolfini. This one is Wilderness. This one feels dry. But going on, it's smooth, though. How long have I had this? Not long. Oh, 2 years. I had this for 2 years. And Lethal Shades do have a PAO of 24 months. I finally saw Deliverance a while back for the first time. It was on Tubi or Hulu or Netflix or something. I kept saying I'm gonna watch it. This is, oh my gosh, how I pronounce it? Arboreal? Arbor? We'll just say Arboreal. And I put it on my watch list, but then I waited so long to get to it that when I went to watch it, it was no longer available. Because people were like, oh, you gotta see Deliverance. I still ain't see it. That's a nice color story. I looked at my face like all of these pretty colors. Y'all, this is so exciting to me. Do y'all do face swatches or do y'all swatch like on your arm? And I know some people swatch on the palm of their hand. Definitely not an uplifting movie. Deliverance wasn't? I thought it was. So what made it so good? What made Deliverance so good? Excuse me, this is Orchid. This shade here, where are we? We're gonna come here. Let's start here. Why was this supposed to be so good? I saw pieces of Deliverance. You swatching your arms, Sis Janet? Here's a question. I swatch on my face now since doing this fun. Isn't it though? I swatch. Oh, here's a question, Janet. Is your arm the same shade as your face, or do you just swatch just to see what the color is? Because I swatch on my face because my arm is not the same shade. And so to see what it would look like on my lid, the closest I can get to my lid is my face. Like who just like a mannequin arm? Like I don't know what the hell. But that's why I do my face. But is your arm the same shade as your face? It was a brutal movie, Sis Dawn. Violent. I think it was the piggy scene everybody talked about. Oh, I don't know. Y'all know what y'all just made me remember? This is Knox. Is Lord of the Flies. Did y'all see that movie when them little kids turn savage? Sandy says she likes her Electrum Cosmetics. They don't have much for mattes available. Is their downfall. Did y'all see Lord of the Flies? Not the remake, the original one. Them kids turned into savages. I was just like, oh my God. Read the book in junior high. Says Dawn. Tanya read the book. I swatched to see, says Locke. But want to see what it may look like on my face. I swatch on outer arm. That makes sense. That does. Yeah. My arm is not the same as Janet, but I can usually tell if it's a shade that will go murky on me. That's important to know. The stuff sometimes do be looking different when you put it on. You be like, oh, it's so pretty. You put it on and be like, what the hell? This is Frantic. This is looking darker in person. I know the light's blowing out stuff. That's a pretty color story. Like, I'm acting like I ain't do this. This one is Willow. For some reason, I think I have this somewhere else too. This is Willow. That's a nice story. I swatch base products on my face and eyeshadows on my arm. Okay. Awesome. This is like a nice chill color story. First portion of the lid, second portion of the lid, outer corner, lower lash line. Or tear duct area. Put this on the lid, outer V, lower lash line, something like that. Anyone else excited to see G20 with Viola Davis coming out? Never heard of it. G20, what is that? Sounds like what's the word? My Valentine's present to myself for some Divina cosmetic singles is doing. That sounds like a space type movie. The G20. Maybe I'm thinking of some airplane or something. This is Palace, Pallas. That's this one. I'm so out of the loop of movies, and I don't see nothing new. I haven't been to the movies since before COVID. And every now and then I think to go, but then I'm like, I don't want to be sitting in a movie theater with sick people. Because you know nobody's masking because they're eating and talking. That's pretty. But, Proxima. There was a movie I was going to go see, and then I just never went. This is shiny. Wait a minute. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a green. In person, I'm seeing a green. but it looks pink. Let's see. This is a, I'm seeing like a green gold, but that's not what it, when I look this way, I see a green gold, but that is not what this looks like. It's looking pink here where I'm looking now, and it's looking pink here, but when I look over here, that's not what it looks like. Yeah, I haven't been to the movies in a long time. Janet hasn't been since 2017. I'm house sitting, so now I have lots of TV. And you should be starting to do your videos, Dawn. Just saying. So is it at the movies? Yeah, when I look where I'm looking now, it looks pink, which is how it looks here. But when I look over here to the side, it's looking like a green gold type shade. So that's really weird. Last movie I went to was 40th anniversary of Jaws. That's still a classic. Oh my gosh. They lost me when they did the 3D one. I'm like, that didn't age well. So who is G12 at the movie theater? I'm thinking coming out soon. Okay, it is. This one is Cascade. This one feels dry. How long have I had this? No, I already said that. I had this for 2 years. That's a nice. I haven't been to movies. Yeah, and sometimes I say I'm gonna go, and I'm just like, This one is Night Call. This shade down here. It's strange that it's been so long because I used to go through it every weekend. I used to go at like every other Tuesday because Tuesdays the employees used to call it tight ass Tuesdays because every movie was $5.25. Unless it was 3D, then it was $5.75. And that's when movies would be like $12, $13. And so I would go off hours, like early afternoon on Tuesdays. And it was tight ass Tuesday all day and all night, even if it was a brand new movie. And so I went at night one time by accident because I was meeting somebody there. And some new movie came out, a kid movie. It was so many families and kids in there. I'm like, you know what? This is why I come in the early afternoon. But I used to go like every other Tuesday. COVID hit. I ain't been since. I ain't been since probably like 2018. Even though COVID was 2019. So that's that. That's a pretty cover story too. I'll be putting together some palettes. So this is Motley. This is just our random shadows. My face is going to be so pretty. All these colors. We got one more to do, y'all. This is Square. No, it's not. What about Jaws #4? So stupid. Is that the one when they were in the Caribbean? And I usually can't stand when people do fake accents because it's just like that don't even sound right. Was it Mario Van Peebles or his son? One of them, and I just couldn't hate it. And the hair, and I know they tried to make it look like he had dreads on, but it just looked bad. I was just like that. Ugh. I go when something looks interesting, or my son wants to see it. I have to go see Captain America this weekend. I think I heard you mention that in one of your videos. You were like, me and the boy going to the movies or something with Michael Caine. That was #4. I like this lip color. Just got distracted. And because of the color of my lips, it looks like I have lip liner on. Like a reddish type lip liner, but I don't. That's my lip line. Stupid plot for sure. Yeah, I just really can't stand bad fake accents. I'll say it that way. Yeah, and the shark growl. We got 6 more shadows. This is Spare Squares. Oh shoot! I should have brought some. Damn it. I was gonna say I should have brought some water because then we can try these water activated ones. And my water thing is right here on the other side of the wall. So I'm looking to see if I have something I can put water in. You know what I'm gonna do, y'all? I'm gonna put a little bit of water in here. This is my Tillamook cap. But I'm gonna clean this out first. Watch Sharknado the other day. Talk about stupid. You know what? It has a cult following because it's so stupid. It's just like, I admit I seen them all. I think I binge watched them one day. They were very stupid, but they have a cult following though. Yeah, I'm just cleaning out from in the cap. So hopefully I won't make a mess. Let me get a little bit of water in here. Y'all know I made a mess. My mom loves the Terrible Creature movies. It was horrible, Dawn. So we have a little bit of water in our Tillamook cap. Y'all be be doing some stuff for y'all. And you know what's crazy? Is that this is my first time even using these or even swatching them. I was wondering where the cap was for these tweezers, and I just saw this thing, and I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, that goes on here. So it was sitting here on my station. I go when the kids are still in bed, laugh out loud, because they make the movies not fun. Cell phones ringing, talking. Yeah, that's why I'm like, And I was really going to go when Black Panther 2 came out. A friend of mine, she said, I want you to do me a favor. And I'm like, what? She said, I want you to go to the movies and see Black Panther. And I saw the first one and I liked it because she wanted me to support, you know what I mean? And it was on my mind to go. And then I started thinking of people, mouth breathers and eating and talking and chewing. I'm like, I ain't going. And I ain't never go. I did end up buying it on DVD though, and I do have Black Panther 1 and 2 on DVD or Blu-ray or something. That's exactly what I'm afraid of. People are ruder than ever. They are. It's this new generation don't have no manners. I don't know what's wrong with their parents, but they definitely ain't 60s and 70s babies because we got some sense. But these kids, man, they make me want to pop them upside the head. Excuse me. This one is a Philion. Yes, I did intend to go, but then I never went. So these are just 4 shades, 5, and then we got that, that's interesting. Down here, I'm seeing a pale green, but up here I'm seeing a white, and then here I'm seeing a white. Interesting. This one is Queen. And I'm going to put that right here. That's a gold shade. I had another gold shade, but I opted to keep this one and got rid of the other one because this one showed more gold, as if I don't have golds. Yeah, we do got quite a few. We got this one up here. We got this one. We got that one. Did I miss anything? And then we're going to come over to Biome. This is in our Mission XXX Inspired palette. I'm going to put that right there. That's a nice shade. This is an easy look. Like, look at this color story. Like, this is freaking easy. And for liner, use either the green or the yellow. That'll go with this. I'm just, This one is Replica. And we're going to just put that right there. This is a very easy, simple palette to use. The way these colors are going. And we got one more. We got a brown. This one is Kindlewood. That sounds familiar. I think I have that somewhere else. And then for the first time, we're going to try these water activated liners. You know what I should do? I'm going to try them. Oh, I do have liner on my upper lash line. Do I want to top that? And hope that these don't irritate my lids. So this is a nice little color story right here. I have been meaning to build a palette with just their liners. Just haven't for some reason. Have you tried the liners? Like, do you know if they work for you? So I have our 2 of the MAC 220 brushes. And we have our little Tillamook cap with some water in it. Oh, gosh. This is pretty but simple. And this is your palette, Sandy. You were like, spare squares. I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, I see the vision. Yep. So we're going to, hopefully not make a mess. We're going to dip. Oh, my gosh. I don't got water on the kitchen floor, but it's water, so that's okay. All right, so we're going to take the brush, and we're going to dip it into the water. And we're going to come over to the green. I think it says put a drop of water in it versus like what I'm doing now. Oh, okay, it's picking up. Is it? Okay, I think I need more water. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm swiping and turning. I don't think I want to do this on a regular basis but you know what, the only difference between this and a potted liner a potted gel liner is I have to wet the brush. And I know some people would probably use setting spray or whatever. But for me to have to go get water, and it wasn't even that difficult to get the water. But for me, I think it would be remembering, okay, you need to bring water over here or have a little container of water. And so it does show up nice. It is dry already because one of my concerns was, is it going to stay runny? But it's really not. And my lids so far feel okay. But it is drying already. Well, it's good to know that shows up. That does show up. I like wet liners since it's near impossible for them to go bad. Is it really? I think the period for these was 24 months too. But that might just be their standard. I'm going to dip that in the water again because I want to put some more on my outer lash line. That is pretty. I appreciate y'all being here because I didn't know when I was even going to try these liners. And here we are. That is pretty. It does feel wet. So I know, just like with regular potted liners and even liquid liners, if I do a line that's too thick and then I look up too soon, like how my mobile lid is touching up here, it will transfer. So I just have to remember to like let it fully dry. Danesta said she just did a couple of build your own wet liner palettes from Glisten Cosmetics. They had a big sale. I've never heard of Glisten Cosmetics. There's a lot I haven't heard of. I'm so much in my own little pocket of what I can wear that I don't even typically even pay attention to like other stuff. And I know that's sad, but this is the clean one. We're going to dip that into the water. It's good to know that these do dry quick. Because I'm like, is this going to end up running together? And it's not. I like Glisten chroma liners and chroma glosses. I had purchased one of the chrome liners from, it was a pencil liner from the Nessa Myrick's back when they first came out. And I very quickly decided not to get any more because for the price of that was a lot more than MAC and of course a lot more than the NYX, and the quantity was so much lower. So I'm like, for me, it wasn't cost effective. And because they were dual chrome and multi-chrome, some angles, you couldn't even see them on my upper lash line. So I'm like, okay, that's a waste. Ooh. Don't tell me. This feels very wet. I have a lot of water on this brush. And I have that yellow, and I have a green from Lethal Cosmetics. From Inglot. This is nice. This is very wet. I did wet the brush a second time for this one. Oh. Don't tell me my wings are even almost the same. And when I try to get them the same, they don't. Yo, I like this. This does have brown in it from when I swiped it on my face because of the foundation and powder. But this, the test will be, is it going to irritate? This one still feels good. I paint my brows in with wet liner. So I did a 6-pan brow palette and a big one with UV shades, dual chromes, and greens. That sounds pretty. Excuse me. This is really nice. I appreciate y'all being here because as I said, I had no idea of when I was going to try these. I have out 2 of the Esom. They're both the same brush, but the newer ones have the black handle. And the newer ones are a little bit shorter than the Silver Ferrule. Just a tiny bit. It's more noticeable with the, I'm dipping this in the water. It's more noticeable with the eyeshadow and the blending brushes. Hey, y'all. I have a collab coming up that I am hella excited about. And I ain't gonna say nothing. Sandy says you can mix colors for wet liners also. You can search a video explaining cleaning them. Sandy, you know I'm lazy with my makeup. Somebody gave me a video idea, but it meant like going out in the community and doing this and doing that. And I said, we both know I ain't gonna be doing all that. Now this one actually just wiped off my brow pencil over here. So I would probably just have to put this on Not over brow pencil. I do like to look better though with the green brow. It gives more color. Yeah, I am super lazy. And I admit it, I own it. I am. So we wet this brush. This is the clean one. And I imagine just wet a brush and wipe it in here because that is cleaning the liner in the pan. I'm just messing around, y'all, because I don't know when I'm going to get to this again. But y'all done got me in it. But so I like how this one looks in my brows. Well, this one too. Oh, this looks like a Janessa brow because her brows be bold. This one looks like a Janessa brow. This one is just a Dion brow. It does wipe off the gel pencil though. So I would have to pat, but then when I swipe, it's going to take it off. Damn. But, so that's what we got, y'all. And I'm going to clean this after the fact because it's looking a little messy. You don't have to clean center color. I don't have to clean, wait a minute. Button. It took me out and then I had to click resume. Oh my gosh, you don't have to clean center color. What do you mean center color? I don't have to clean center color. I know you do, Janessa, love a colorful ombre brow. I just wish it didn't take that brown off. Something just happened on my screen. What the hell? Yeah, I don't like how we took the brow pencil off. Because then I wonder, it would show on my bare skin looks. It showed up down here. You know what I wanted to do real quick? I am going to swatch the green and yellow I have from Inglot, the potted liner. If you mix two colors in the middle. So you're saying if I took the brush and went along the center of both the colors, is that what you're talking about, Sandy? You know I need help and I need full sentences. I remember that time you were saying something to me. I think it was green, orange, and brown or something. And what was that, my Natasha palette? Yeah. I was like, I need a full sentence. It was so funny. I was so confused. And every time I think about that, it just makes me laugh. I was like, I don't know what she said. And then once I got it, I'm like, duh. Like that was simple. All right, let me just use these lethal brush because I can't find two of the MAC 210. Like I need the same brushes to do the swatches. This is the yellow from Inglot. And even though it looks dry, like it's not. And so I'm just swirling the brush in it. And we're going to put that here. It's definitely brighter. It's definitely brighter. I'm going to take some more on the brush. This side we had the yellow, didn't we? And I do like putting these in my brows. I really do. Because they stay. And I'm sure the water ones will too. These ones don't take off my brow pencil. You can add that to your intro. I need full sentences to process replies. Oh, to make a third, okay, mixed it, okay, so go down the line in the middle and make a third color. It was hard for me to choose whether to keep the green and yellow, or I think it was blue or purple, because I also have this purple from Inglot, and I have this blue from Inglot. But then when I was looking at the spare squares, before I knew it was going to be its own palette for now, I thought that would go best with that color story. And so that's why I kept these, even though I have, well, kept the water activated, even though I had a yellow and green from Inglot. The Inglot is definitely more bold. It's definitely more bold. Definitely. Sound like Rain Man. Can I stop saying definitely? I definitely can. We're going to take the green one. This, I don't know if I said the number 84. This one is number 86. The only thing with these is the PAO is 9 months. The only one that has dried out on me was the red one, and I did repurchase it. And then after the last time, I said I'm not going to repurchase it again because even though it's not expensive, the Inglot ones are definitely more bold. But then I don't know if I put more of, well, this one I did put a lot of water on it, and it felt very wet. Oh, this is you right here, Janessa. this green right here. I I don't want to lie to you. I feel like I will use the water activated ones when I use that little palette for my upper lash line because I like how it showed up. But for doing my brows, if I wanted to show up, it's going to be Inglot because that's a way different color. And even the swatches. So we have Inglot, Lethal, and Inglot. Inglot is definitely more bold. And I don't have to deal with the wetness, but that's not really an issue. So, y'all, that's what we got. My face is looking gorgeous. Now I'm lopsided because this is bare right here where I have color over there. We got to even it out. Yo, I am so freaking silly, and y'all are here for it. I appreciate it so much. I do. I know I just be acting up. Yeah, we had to even out the face. Now you just need to add shimmer to the inner part of the brow, and it's a total Janessa brow. Okay. I'm thinking of a shadow that's really bold. I'm hoping it's in one of these 4 that I have right here. But I kind of don't. You know, it might be in Rainbow Orchid. I don't know. Or just take one from Square. We're going to take this one from Square Parts. Spare Squares. Spare Squares. We're going to take a Fillion. And I like this brush. This Eastern brush for my brows. So you said on the inner, you know what? My brows are feeling dry now because all that wetness dried down. Okay, so we're going to take this shade right here. Put a lot on the brush. Oh, this ain't showing up because it's white. Damn it. Okay, we're going to try it on the other eye. Oh, yes. Okay, Janessa. Okay, yeah, this is your brow and it's messy. I apologize. Yeah, because that is how your brows be looking. If you really shiny, like right here, and then it fades into the darkness. Am I channeling my inner Janessa? My inner hooker clown troll. That is pretty. Okay. I see what you did there, girl. All right, y'all. We did a lot today. I am really excited. We did our look number 6. If now we can even see it with all the stuff going on. We did look number 6. Mission Triple X inspired look, which unfortunately I won't have any pictures of it because we got other stuff on the face. But and then we swatched all 4 of my troll palettes, and we got more. So Thursday we're just talking about a topic. Next Monday, next Thursday, we're going to finish up our troll palettes, and I'm calling them that because y'all helped me name these palettes, and I'm so excited about that. And we also did swatches of these lipsticks, and I like all of them. Like this, even this. What surprised me is how when I put it over the black lipstick, it did look darker. But then when I just layered it on itself, it looked darker. So these are very buildable. And I like that. So if I wanted to do, because sometimes y'all know I do a black lip and then I'll put a gloss on top of it. I wouldn't have to do that with this. Not at all. Because it is opaque. You got to build it up. It is opaque. And it feels like it is nothing on my lips, y'all. And it's going to be hard as hell to get off. But thank y'all for being here. I am super excited. Excuse me. Okay, that was just rude. Thank you for being here for me to do the swatches and swatching and trying out the water activated liners. And I do appreciate that. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate your time. I'm not going to do any long goodbyes. Thank you so much, Janet, for being here, and Janessa and Sandy, and I'm scrolling through. I know Dawn is here. Grace, Locke. I saw Elise here earlier. Yeah, she was here earlier. Tanya. Am I missing anybody? If I'm missing you, I apologize. I'm still scrolling. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back here on Thursday. And I'm going to fix something to eat and find something to watch on TV. So I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're watching from the replay crew, thank you for doing so. And if you haven't subscribed and you keep coming back, go ahead and do that if you're part of the replay crew. And we'll be back here Thursday and videos going up during the week. So thank you. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. Sandy says, stay warm, everyone. It's been hitting -20 at night here. Oh my gosh. Whew, whew. Okay, we're going to go. Stay warm, everybody. Bye. See you Thursday.